you want to get started?
We are recording.
Hi, everybody. This is Jason.
This is Pete.
And this is the Lost Legions podcast. And what are we doing today?
We are talking about the Legacies PDF that's just come out for Legacy Units.
Yeah.
My chair just fell down.
Oh, no. Well, at least your robot vacuum didn't attack you this time.
Yep.
So, this is interesting. So it came out. We've been waiting. It was delayed. And I heard a lot of rumors that they were writing it. So I think that there's definitely some sort of validity to the fact that they definitely, I think, added to it. That's my guess, because it didn't come out on time. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's probably right. I'm glad we've got it now. It's probably fine. There's always going to be a few bits missing. But, well, hey, we'll go through it and take a look. So this is our little quick review, our hot take on it. About what's going on with the Legacies PDF, ultimately. Right, let's bring it up. Here we go.
Woo-hoo.
So, where is it on my other screen?
The interesting thing is, so it starts off with adding wargear to each legion, which is interesting. Well, we can see the content table.
Yeah, so we'll take a look through and discuss. So, would you like to start on the first one, Jay? If we get here, the Dark Angels, would you like to give them a brief overview?
Yeah, so the Dark Angels have added a lot of stuff back into their armory. This is, and I think the interesting thing to really note, I suppose instead of going through each specific thing and what it does, is just to kind of note the general things that they do. They're adding missing war gear back to units that used to have them in 2.0. I mean, simple stuff, even as simple as bayonets and chain bayonets on the Deathwing companion models. The Dreadwing Interruptors get Melta bombs and Phosphex bombs back. And it is, and you get Thunderhammers back on the Knight Cenobium. So this is really cool. And as well as you get a couple of armory options that are missing. The
plasma repeaters on everything, right? Yeah. Which is cool. Yeah.
But I think in general, what we're seeing is just a huge amount of the war gear that was in 2.0 is being returned. I don't think everything is here, by the way.
No.
I think there are still a few exceptions. And some of them might be things they just completely missed. Some of them, I don't know. I think there's a couple of random people without certain movement options or something. I've been kind of starting listening to some coverage about this. But yeah, I mean, why don't we just skim through the other ones and we can kind of take a look.
All right, and we're back, and Jason no longer looks like a ghost, so that's much better. If you notice, Jason was really washed out just before we cut that. So there we go. Right, we're back.
All right.
So
one of the few edits that you'll see.
Yeah, they've got quite a few things. Plasma repeaters look fun. 3 shots, breaching 6. Yeah. Anything else to add?
No, we can move on.
Emperor's Children. So these guys, they've gained the Phoenix Rapiers as a melee weapon for the Legion Sergeant option. I like how they're adding this to the specific war gear entry points, right? So okay, wherever I get to use that specific war gear, that means I can now use this weapon. So that's nice and clear, at least. They got a cool rule, impact damage. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm happy with that. So yeah, that's cool. They've got then the Phoenix Terminator Squad. What else they got there? So the Phoenix Champion can have a grenade harness. Tiny little things, really, isn't it?
Well, I think a lot of this. I mean, not so much, but a lot the Cacophony Squad, for example. I'm not sure how many people actually took these options, but if you did put them on your models,
yes,
you don't have to rip them off your models anymore. And I think that's why I'm glad a lot of these are back. For the Cacophony Squad, for example. Yeah,
which I think we'll see as we go through this. The theme of that's kind of adding bits back on. But it's a shame because it's not on all of the units, those little things. It kind of feels a bit, well, if they've let you keep a power fist on your Cacophony Sergeant, why can't you keep a weapon choice on a Consul? It's a bit interesting. But
I think that this is... we haven't talked about the Consuls yet, but
no.
I think that this is, I think, the frustration bits with the PDF. Even though I do think overall the PDF is really good, It's not 100%. It's in the 90s, but like there's still some very distinct things gone.
Agreed.
Iron Warriors.
Yeah.
So
they had quite a lot, really, but then they had a lot missing again. So, go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say, like, we have a heresy chat, and like me and a couple of the other guys cried as soon as we saw this, and Pete was like, "Yes," and we're like, "No, shrapnel bolters are back."
Yeah, so all your shrapnel weapons are back. Graviton.
At least you have to pay for them now.
Yeah. Graviton Mace is kind of better now in terms of its availability to the army, because I think it used to be only on like sergeants only. Like I don't think you could do it like a unit of veterans. I might be remembering this incorrectly, but now you could do, because of, again, how it enters into that wargear list. So
it's interesting that they're pinning 0. I don't remember seeing anything that's pinning 0. There probably is something in there, but like I think like sniper rifles are like pinning 1.
Yeah.
So I mean, people are gonna get their full leadership or cool role. But like again, I think this is not as bad. Like I was thinking about this because I hated shrapnel stuff, and I'm like, you're not going to be able to move now, which is terrible. But like, it's not like before when you were pinned in 2.0 and you could do nothing.
Yeah.
Right. You can still shoot at this point.
Yeah. We're not going to go through all. We'll be here all day if we read every single bit. So we're going.
No, I think we're just kind of skimming it and doing an overview, and we'll do a deep dive into these things later when we go through the units and stuff and the legions.
So the White Scars, the Golden Keshig got a load of power weapons and channel sabers back on. It's cool. Airborne Keshig got some combi bolters and power weapons again. Alrighty.
But again, like what we're seeing is things missing from units added back in. Same thing here with the Vanguard Terminators and the Deathstorm pack. These are just missing options, which is good.
Anything else?
Imperial Fist actually get wargear options back, because I think they were missing the Iliastic Assault Cannon. So this has now been added back in.
Yeah.
And then the Phalanx Warder Squad gets their weapon options back. However, I don't think they get their bolters back, which is again like one of those things that was kind of contentious. I believe they're missing their bolters from the Liber, and then they're still missing their bolters here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Imperial Fist players. I'm not an Imperial Fist player, but I'm pretty sure that is the situation for the Phalanx Warders.
Yeah, interesting.
So, I mean, this is what I mean. Like, we're not 100% back. There are still things that are sort of still a little bit strange. I think the Night Raptors are going to be amazing now. They've got the Lightning Claws back. They have Vanguard 4. They're really good. They have Impact, Oz, a special skill. So I think that they are going to be really good. The Dark Furies are amazing. The Night Raptors, I think, might be better. However, they are going to be expensive. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to kind of see them on the table. The Night Lords, I think, again, just got more wargear options that were removed back, which is good.
Yeah. Blood Angels game the Iliastus cannons as well. And then you got a few unit options on the Crimson Paladins.
Just returning
Dawnbreaker cohorts. Get the Equinox Blades. Angel Tears, get some guns as well. Yeah.
I think the Equinox Blades was really good because, again, that's another one that people have modeled, right? Like, and that was the only other option. So if you modeled the double swords, well, then you're just screwed. So, like, this is great that they've returned the double swords.
Yeah. Also a very cool name. Love that. Iron Hands.
This one I think is bigger because of this Gorgon Terminator armor thing. Like, this is the only time I've seen all the consoles get an upgrade. And this is, again, part of the problem because, like, a lot of the consoles can't take upgrades now.
Yeah.
So
they get a bit of Feel No Pain? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they get Feel No Pain. And I think their shield does something really fun. I believe it actually can, like, blind people. So I think it does a status effect.
Okay.
It can near people after it triggers.
Cool.
The Gorgon Terminator armor is actually really good now, from what I can tell.
They get Graviton guns and Graviton shredders everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, Graviton Shredders or Assault. That's fun on Volley Fire, or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, because you can volley fire with
Yeah.
it. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, 2 shots, breaching 6 up. Nice. What else we got? Oh, there's a load more
Just
here. The
additional
Gorgon Terminators, Produced Immortals. Yeah. World Eaters. Any model to command, champion, specialist, or surge type. Power weapon exchange for a... can't pronounce it.
Cadre, I think it is.
Yeah. Quesadilla weapon. That sounds right.
Again, I think that this was something that they could do before. And again, people modeled their units to have these. So I'm really glad that they're returning these to people.
The flavor has come back in, right? Which is on the Legion specific units. That's essentially what's happening here. Ultramarines. The Invictaris may change their Legacy axis for a Thunderhammer. Any modern unit. Yeah.
Which again, this is again just returning wargear options.
Death Guard Alchem Caster. Cool. Yeah. Alchem Flamers, Heavy Alchem Flamers. That's cool. So they're adding it back into the wargear options, as you said. So that makes sense.
I think overall we're just seeing a pattern when we go through it. I mean, I think we might be able to skim through.
Yeah, 1,000 Suns I specifically get rending 6 up on a lot of their Asphyx stuff, so that's pretty damn cool with how
rending is really good now. Too.
Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can roll through, can't we? We don't want to linger too much here. So yeah, Sons of Horus. What else did I get there? Just some basic stuff. Wordbearers, tainted weapons in their Legion list. Salamanders, Fire Drake Terminators could do some trade outs. Raven Guards get some more Dathan options. And Alpha Legion get Bane Strike Boulders and some options on there.
I mean, and that was something again they were missing, which I think was really good in 2.0, and as well as the Sons of Horus got them, and the Alpha Legion didn't get them.
Yeah.
But I think the next thing we jump into after this is the consoles. And I think that the interesting thing about the consoles is they all have different entries for their wargear options. There's like the mounted console, the jetpack console, and the on-foot console for all the ones that are missing, as well as some of the ones that, like we have, like Chaplain, for example, has a now has a jetpack console.
So I'm just going to bring it up here so we can, because otherwise we're going to be just staring at like 30, 40 different pages because there's so much to go through. We've been actually contemplating back and forth. Do we do a deep dive on this? Do we not? I think we're going to deep dive into the units as we specifically break down other unit types and other legions, like Legion reviews as we go through, because it's too much all over the place, just as an FYI.
We'll probably do like a console review next.
Yeah, exactly right, rather than trying to break the whole thing down. Yeah. Is there any ones in particular that you wanted to talk about? That's what I thought I'd just scroll us up here too, Jay. Is there anything in particular?
I wanted to bring up the Chaplain because the Chaplain's in the Liebers. So the Chaplain now has a jump pack.
Yeah, let's go to page 35.
It now has a jump pack. So you can have Chaplain with jump pack. But this is, I think, a good example. And we can talk about the consoles that are in the Lieber with this template in mind. I don't think we need to scroll through each one.
No.
I think the biggest thing that we see here is that he does not have any wargear options. He has his Croceus Arcanum, and they didn't add any wargear options to these guys. And while they did give them their movement options back, I believe there's also, if you scroll up or down, you can see there is one that's mounted. And that lets him, here we go. And so that could be on a bike or a jet bike. But again, no options for his wargear. I guess the bike can have different
ones. It's like they've kept they've kept the weapons of the Liber. So your weapon options from the Liber are the same, but you've now got these wargear options for the mobility aspect. Is that, and maybe the Terminator armor aspect or armor aspects? Is that a fair kind of summary? Yeah,
there's a Terminator armor aspect of them too, and you can swap out their guns. But again, like he's stuck with the Croceus Arcanum.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought he's a good example to look at, because again, all of the old most of the old consoles are back, and the ones from 2.0. All of the ones from the Liber have updated their movement options, but there are very few that can swap out anything. So, like, I believe the Warmonger, is it? The guy with the little cool data pad, the really cool model with the Thunderhammer? I believe he's stuck with a Thunderhammer. So, like, he can't have anything but a Thunderhammer.
Yeah.
No,
I think you're right.
And like, maybe jump to the Forge Lord.
That's what I was going to say. I think from Forge Lord down is the old ones added back. So let's have a little flip through from there just to review these, because these are the most generic unit entries here.
And I wonder. I think these guys are stuck with the same weapons too, as well.
Is Forge Lord? Is Forge Lord in the? He is in the main book. Is he? He's in the Liber.
No, he's not.
He's not. No. Okay.
No, it was the Forge Lord and Terminator armor, I think, is not in. So I'm not positive about the other ones, but I know Forge Lord and Terminator was not in. But like here, okay, so he can switch his axe out for a Thunderhammer, which is good.
Something, right?
Better. Yeah, it's better. Well, I'm more thinking modeling options, right? Because a lot of people have changed their models. So at least you can have... So there are some that have upgrades, but not a ton of them.
Yeah. He's fun. His Machinator array is pretty cool now. That lets him do the Battlesmith rule twice. So you can like try and repair 2 dreadnoughts or 2 tanks. It's pretty cool. A Machinator array with a jump pack would look pretty insane, but there we go.
I think there is a jump pack entry for this guy.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
20 points more at the top. So yeah, then it goes on to explain there what they does, and he also gets to unlock Legion Phalanxes, mounted Forge Lord, and Terminator armor, Primus Medicae. So did this guy change much? Do you think? So
the interesting thing about Primus Medicae is, so again, one of the things that's missing is there is no apothecary now with a jump pack.
Yeah.
So the only way to get an apothecary with a jump pack is this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, apothecaries have changed amazing. I don't think this is exactly amazingly, but I don't think this is the place to go through all of the changes for apothecaries, but they don't do the same thing anymore. So yes, I mean, he's changed massively just because apothecaries have changed.
Yeah, he's essentially the way to get an apothecary as a like mounted jump pack or Terminator version, right?
Yes, he's the only way that I know of. So I mean, and that's like one of the very few ones that haven't got their movement options back. And I don't know if that's an oversight or if that is just what they want to do now. Yeah. So
who knows?
We don't know. Yeah. I mean, this is version 1, so maybe there'll be new versions. And like, I feel like, if you keep talking to them about it politely, maybe they will revise it.
All remains to be seen. Yeah. Do you want to touch on Delegatus quick? Because I think he's quite cool. So he's back. He was a big favorite from 2.0, right?
Yeah.
His new special rule allows him to unlock an Apex detachment as opposed to a auxiliary detachment. But he always awards victory points for Slay the Warlord. So yeah, he's like a mini Praetor without having to take a Praetor, which was the whole point of him previously. So I think that's cool. I think that'll get used. I think that's a good way of unlocking multiple Apexes. You know, you could have 2 Delegatus and a Praetor with then like loads of veterans or command retinues if you wanted to do a super elite force or something. I think that's fun. What else we got then? We've got him obviously in his many different outfits. Mortificator, just touched on it, Joe. I don't know if you've seen this chap here, but he gets to unlock a detachment which then takes 3 Contemptors. So that's quite useful to know if you do want to run lots of Contemptors, right?
Here's your Fury of the Ancients list, back, right? So that's cool, I guess. Contemptors, I've played 3 games now. Contemptors are not as powerful as they once were. They die quickly now, very quickly.
Warmonger gets Deep Strike, but he can become Suppress. He's kind of the same. ultimately gets to bring a unit in with him.
They roll to see if they become suppressed, right?
Yeah. What else we got? Pathfinder. I've not read up about the Pathfinder, I'll be honest.
I don't think anyone read about the Pathfinder in 2.0.
It's just,
I don't think I ever saw one before.
Infiltrate 9, move through cover. Cool.
So,
yeah, you get the idea.
Touching quickly on the actual units, and again, I think Pete and I are going to actually go through each one of these as we tackle like the legions and stuff. I think that they have mostly been put in, but like, they've changed slightly. For example, I took a big look at the Deliverers, and the Deliverers are pretty much the same. They don't actually have Eternal Warrior now. They used to have Battle Hardened. They appear to be cheaper than the couple options like the Gorgons and the Huskarls, who have rolled in with Eternal Warrior 1, but they're a lot more expensive. They're like 50 to 60 points when you start putting their war gear. The Deliverers are 45. So like, it seems that there is a thought to balance in this. I don't know. We haven't played enough with it, and we have not looked enough at it to, I think, really get a good idea of how balanced it is. But I mean, it definitely appears that they thought it through. I'm sure there will be there was nothing that stood out to me as, oh my God, that's broken. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I agree. Very, initial read through, it seems pretty fine. Some units are clearly not really that good, but I think it's the older kits, sadly. Like I looked at the Basilisk and the Medusa, and they don't seem very good at all now. If you have a different opinion, please let us know. But yeah, first glance, they look kind of lackluster. I think you're right. I think I like you've looked at the Deliverers, obviously, because you're interested in that Legion. I've looked at the Iron Havocs, and they are good, but they're nowhere near as good as what they used to be.
I think they ignore cover now, but they're still BS4.
They're just heavy support Marines that ignore cover. Yeah, exactly. So it's fine. It's something. But they're not like, oh, I definitely need to take a unit of those because those are good.
Well, I think what I remembered was they were expensive when I looked at them. So like,
I can't
this
remember.
This is why I think what they've done is done some balancing with the points. Like I said, they've looked at the balance, and I think they've tried to do it, and hopefully this will get adjusted as we go on.
Yeah, and just touching as well, the other like the two newish units, I guess you could say, are the veteran support squads and the veteran breacher squads. They look like really good fun. Yeah. So we won't bring them up on the screen now. We'll just have a brief conversation about them. We will go into a bit more detail, but they're a way of like mix and matching. Like you can take all Power Fists and Lightning Claws on your breachers, for example, and then the support squads, they can mix and match all heavy weapons and all special weapons. So you could take like las cannons, plasma guns, and rotor cannons in a squad if you wanted to. So they'll be quite fun to see modeled up and how they actually play.
That reminded me of the Siege Terminators also were interesting because they could all take the heavy weapons.
Yes, sorry, good point.
Weapons.
Good point. Yeah.
So, I mean, there are some cool new units in there. I thought that was fun. I think they I thought when you read the fluff text on the Siege Terminators, it seems like they were the ones that were going to have the Power Fists put back in. I suspect that was one of the bow to pressure things where they put in the FAQ that the Terminators could take the Power Fists from the Legion Terminator list.
Yeah.
Because I really think that's originally what the Siege Terminators were. But the Siege Terminators still do have the ability to take all heavy weapons. So they can all take autocannons, for example. But like in the fluff, it says they can take Power Fists. And like in the thing, only the Sergeant can take a Power Fist. So like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, so you could definitely see a little bit of the issues that happened.
Yeah. So it's here. I'm glad it's here. I think we're collectively glad it's here.
Yeah.
I think better late than never, maybe. I'm just excited to get some more games in now, actually get going with it. So yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. I know this has been a very quick overview summary of kind of our thoughts on it and a little bit of a look at some of the more generic options. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments.
Cool. Put
below.
your favorite unit in the comments below.
Yes, yeah. What you're most looking forward to using on the table. Catch you in the next one.
Bye, guys.